Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be big box store plant shopping at the Lowe's off of Preston Road in Frisco, Texas. As always, please make sure you're pressing the like button for this video, as well as following me on Instagram at Grow Folds. That is the fastest and most direct way to get in touch with me. It is a beautiful morning, and I am still going through PlantCon withdrawals. It was so fun to go to PlantCon 2025 in Orlando, Florida. Thank you to those that have actually become new subscribers by finding my content through my PlantCon videos. So I am back at doing big box store plant shopping videos. You know that is pretty much the root of this channel, but just know that I will be featuring a diverse content of different types of plants, different types of small businesses, and I might actually be creating a Patreon page, so definitely look out for that for some behind the scenes footage, and I may just go faceless there. But before we get into the plant shopping videos, you already know I want to invite everybody to go to the Cultivation Corner Plant Show podcast with Janae Simone and Stephen of I Live Plants. We premiere videos on YouTube every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please don't miss it. We are on season 2, and so if you like plant podcasts, which I don't know if there's many plant podcasts out there, definitely search Cultivation Corner on YouTube. Subscribe with all the notification bell on. We are now going to be on episode 3, season 2, and we have some merch.
Y'all see the shirts that we're rocking? I mean, isn't this fly? This is fly. See, this could be in your closet. You know what I'm saying? We are selling these limited edition Cultivation Corner sweatshirts right now.
Season 2?
That's right.
Season 2.
Season 2. Listen, if you want one, you better get up on it because, like I said, they're limited. So
send us a DM in the Cultivation Corner Instagram so we can go ahead and get that custom sizing.
That's right.
You could be like us.
That's right. You don't want FOMO on this one, you guys. You need this is what couture.
Cultivation couture.
Cultivation couture.
And
Beautiful morning at Lowe's. This is one that I often go visit whenever I want to go do some big box plant shopping videos. I did want to say again, PlantCon 2025 in Orlando, Florida was amazing, and I still have some more content scheduled to premiere this week, so definitely check it out. I know you guys are looking for some of my plant haul, and I will also show you some more of my insights and maybe do a special video about some takebacks from PlantCon 2025. But you already know I'm going to be highlighting a lot of the big box store plants. So the first one up are going to be a bunch of the Costa Farms plants. So you can see right over here is for $15.98 in a self-watering planter. This one is a Dracaena right here. And going to PlantCon and meeting the Costa Farms team, they are so down to earth and amazing. And again, I just wanted to say thank you to Samya, their social media director, as well as just the team for choosing me to win the Manjula Pothos giveaway on Instagram. I was super excited, and for all of the plant foldies that literally went onto the reel that was doing the giveaway, letting Costa Farms know that we wanted that Manjula Pothos, thank you so much. I would even say for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. The Plant Foldy community is just an amazing community. I'm just so excited that it is continuing to grow. We have gotten about 200 new subscribers, and we finally reached 12,000 Plant Foldies on the Grow Folds YouTube channel, and I'm so thankful for that. It is because you guys watch through my videos all the way through. You hit the like button, you comment, and share my videos, and I'm so thankful for that. And I will continue to do big box store plant shopping videos, but just know I'm going to reveal a little bit more about my personal plant collection. A lot of that is actually going to go on my Patreon page. I'm trying to figure out the logistics and how much the tiers are going to cost. It's going to be very much cost effective, but I am looking to do this a little bit more full time in terms of just my plant content on YouTube. But as you can see right here, I am picking up so many gorgeous plants from Costa Farms. Now this one right here is another Aglaonema, and this one is so beautiful because look at the stems on this Aglaonema. I don't have the specific plant ID for it, That's just feedback for Costa Farms. I hope that they'll be able to give a little bit more feedback in terms of just the plant IDs for their Aglaonema, because we are Aglaonema lovers. If you are going to be watching my videos, know that I am hashtag popularizing Aglaonema. So if you have any posts that you put of your Aglaonema on Instagram, pictures, reels, shorts videos, TikTok videos of Aglaonema, please tag me at Growfold and use the hashtag popularize Aglaonema. You already know that is very intentional of me in terms of really getting people involved in trying to get these plants a little bit more trending. Whenever I went to PlantCon, like I said in my PlantCon videos, a lot of people were not really into Aglaonema. Some people kind of just overlooked it. And, you know, when you go to big box stores like this, these Aglaonema are readily available. And I love the fact that Costa Farms continues to churn out many cost-effective plants. And then I also did want to show you this beautiful Homelamena Shelby. This one is by Urban Jungle. And Urban Jungle is another plant nursery that really produces some amazing plants. This one is not a bad price at all. And I do love the fun look of Urban Jungle. Urban Jungle has more of a boho type vibe. So if you like fun textures, if you like just fun plants in general, Urban Jungle's plants is an amazing nursery that provides a lot of these nice plants. And you can even see that Urban Jungle is really delving into mixing up their hanging baskets. So now they're using different types of textures. So they've got a metallic hanging basket. Now this one is what you call an Epipremnum aureum, golden pothos. Love the golden pothos. This is another easy to care for plant. This is a plant that I would recommend every single plant lover to add into your plant collection because it is such an easy care plant. And then you can see right here, $24.98. This is a green marantha. This is also known as a prayer plant. Beautiful veining on it. Now, as far as this plant, again, it is not toxic to pets, so it's pet friendly. That is a plus, but you got to make sure that you stay on top of the watering. It does not like to stay dry for too long. And if you're able to increase your humidity levels, this plant will love you back. This is in a beautiful hanging basket as well by Urban Jungle. So I'm just going to keep picking up plants and showing you. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And I did miss making big box or plant shopping videos. I know last week was really all about PlantCon 2025 in Orlando. I do plan on going to PlantCon 2025 in Houston. I believe it is the last weekend of May. And if you are a plant foldie in that area or somebody that is going to fly into Houston, please send me a direct message on Instagram. I would love to meet our plant foldies. I know I was able to meet a couple of plant foldies. Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to Carla. You guys were amazing. And I'm thankful you guys actually sported my Grow Folds t-shirts. I brought some Grow Folds t-shirts. And if anybody's interested in a Grow Folds t-shirt, I can ship to you. Just send me a direct message and the size that you would like. They are only for $20 plus shipping. So just let me know. And then here are some more of the plants that I'm going to pick up and show you. can see that there are so many gorgeous plants by Urban Jungle for only $13.98. So I picked up a lot of easy to care for plants. Here is another one. This is a Sansevieria, and look at Urban Jungle's planters. So again, if you like textures and fun vibes, I would say Urban Jungle Plants is the one nursery that you really want to get these planters from. Obviously, the main three providers of plants at big box stores would be number one, Costa Farms, Urban Jungle Plant, as well as Live Trend Planters, and we're going to see all of that. Whenever you go big box store plant shopping, again, it is all about looking for plants that are going to fit into your space. And what I mean by that is you want to make sure that you're picking up plants that, number one, speak to you, plants that are going to be easy care plants, plants that are not necessarily trending, but plants that are going to bring you joy because the care is easy. This is one, for example, is a Dracaena. It's another underrated, overlooked plant. For those that have known me for a while, and for those that talked to me at PlantCon 2025 in Orlando, you already know I was gung-ho about Aglaonema. Anytime somebody mentioned Aglaonema, I was screaming with joy. Whenever we went to the nursery tours in Florida, when I saw Aglaonema, I just got super excited. And so for me, I urge everybody that actually collect plants to go for plants that not necessarily are trendy. Go for plants that are going to bring you joy and that you personally like. Don't follow trends, because whenever you follow trends, you feel the pressure of having to keep up versus just picking up plants. Like for instance, this one for $13.98, I am back at growing Sansevieria, because Sansevieria are marketed as an easy to care for plant. I do find that their variegation is beautiful. The fact that I did a collaboration video with Succulent Asia on Instagram, that's an Indonesian rare Sansevieria succulent cactus nursery. They sent me 6 free plants. I have a newfound love for Sansevieria because a lot of people kind of overlook them and think of them as a basic plant. Now here's what's really interesting. So you can see right here, that is the price for Urban Jungle Plant. This is the Calathea Stella, and I love the look of Calathea Stella as well as Calathea White Fusion. So it's got that beautiful variegation on it, that albo white variegation. But as you can see right over here, you can see there is just a little bit of yellowing on the leaves, and that's because this plant is a very finicky plant. Calatheas in general, and I do apologize if anybody is a Calathea fan. It's not that I don't like Calatheas, it's just I feel like Calatheas, as beautiful as their foliage is, like for instance this one by Live Trends Designs, oh, I love that planter, by the way, but just the fact that the foliage is so beautiful, but it's very challenging to maintain that that lush, full look. Oftentimes, Calatheas will start to get crispy leaves because the humidity levels aren't there, or they are very much more spider mite prone, but you can see that the beauty of this plant is impeccable. It's one of those plants that, for me, and I've said it multiple times in all of my videos, they are just the biggest heartbreakers. Now, if you're going to look for other easy care for plants, you know, going big box or plant shopping, I would just say the Calatheas, the Maranthas, the prayer plants are going to be the more challenging plants. Like this one right here is a red Marantha by Urban Jungle, and it's in a metallic planter, but look at how beautiful the veining is. I would just say if you're going to grow a more challenging plant like this, just know the investment that you're going to put in terms of the care, especially your time and attention, is going to ask for a little bit more so as compared to maybe getting a pothos plant or a Sansevieria. And you can see right here, Live Trends has some more hydroponic plants, or what you call propagation stations. This one is another type of Dracaena, and again, Dracaenas are underrated plants that a lot of people often associate as like office or business corporate level plants. I still think that you can collect Dracaena. I think Dracaenas are gorgeous, and if you're going to be watching my videos moving forward, just know I am a big advocate when it comes to rooting for the underdog or the underrated plants. Now, take a look at this Live Trends planter. This is another self-watering planter. Love the ceramic look on it. I love the color, and you can see right over here, beautiful Peperomia Golden, beautiful plant as well. And I have to say, Live Trends Designs really fits my overall aesthetic when it comes to houseplants, because they really check all the boxes about minimalistic planters, just the styling. The only thing I would say as far as a critique would be on, wow, this is so gorgeous. I love the yellow colors. The only critique I would say is that they use the fake moss. I'm not all about the fake moss. If they're going to use top dressing, I would say use some type of like other top dressing versus the fake moss, because I feel like if you water or top water, that moss is going to hold on to more moisture than maybe the plant would need. But that's just my personal opinion. I will say that this new shipment of Live Trends design plants are gorgeous. I mean, take a look at that that glaze on this pot. Normally I'm not a fan of shiny glazes, but I love the flower inlay. It really is seasonally relevant with spring coming around the corner, with Easter coming around the corner. I love that. And you can see right here, philodendron moonlight. What a beautiful yellow philodendron. And you already know I love these neon colored plants. This one again is only for $14.98, which I think is a really good value when you're already looking at the high quality of planter. It's self-watering, and then you're getting an amazing plant. You can see right over here we've got a Syngonium Maria, and I love that minty green tone of this planter. So I'm just going to keep picking up plants. Again, please leave comments in the comment section about the plants that you're seeing in my videos. You already know I love that engagement. And for those that have actually given me a monetary tip or a super sticker for my PlantCon videos, I really appreciate it. It does help with my travel expenses. And for those that don't know that there is an option to send a monetary tip for content creators, it is in the form of a super sticker or super thanks. You could just look at the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and there should be a $sign, and you could add that. Obviously, do not feel obligated to feel like you have to give a monetary tip or a super sticker, but if you do, it is greatly appreciated. And that's the reason why I am going to go into possibly doing a Patreon, just because the amount of time and effort I'm putting into my content. I would think that you guys would like to see more of the behind the scenes stuff. And so somebody suggested a Patreon. So stay tuned for more details about that as I get all of that set up. I will be doing a Patreon launch in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. But let me go ahead and get back to the plants. As you can see right here, plant foldies. I am just picking up more of these propagation stations by Urban Jungle and Live Trend Designs. Look at that gorgeous green on this Dracaena. Low light tolerant plant, drought tolerant plant, easy care plant. You need to add it to your plant collection. I will say that the Calathea White Fusion as well as the Calathea Stella, they're just gorgeous plants, and you know, you can't help but be mesmerized by the beauty of that variegation. It's just that I am just not able to grow this plant. I may try to grow this plant using the hydroponic method of from Grow Daddy Pro. It's an actual hydroponic system that you can find in my PlantCon videos. But as you can see right over here, beautiful variegation. Now, when it comes to Calatheas, you want to give them a lot of bright indirect light. That's number one. Number two, stay on top of the watering. So they prefer to have more purified water or distilled water. Tap water or hard water is not going to do well for the plant because it can crisp up the leaves. And then overall, make sure you are having higher humidity levels. They like to be bunched up with other plants. That's another tip that I've been told, but as far as this gorgeous plant, like it's super tempted to buy. I may end up transferring it into Lechuza Pond or Leca if I end up putting one of those plants. And then you can see right over here, beautiful succulent arrangements. And I do feel like succulents, this one is only for $7.98. There are other plants that are not really looked into. I am on a search to try to find the rare cactus and succulent collection by Costa Farms that have been reaching the Walmarts. I haven't seen a lot of the Walmarts yet get restocked in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but it's one of those on my bucket list for the spring. And can I say how excited I am that the weather is starting to get warmer in the North Dallas area, which is where I'm based at, and I'm just really inspired. I'm really inspired to go to big box stores and to create even more content for the plant foldies. You guys have been really kind to me in terms of just supporting my plant content, really embracing my most authentic self, because I already know, you already know I love to talk. You already know that I can be very repetitive with some of my care tips or even the way I present my plants. But, you know, thinking back, especially when I've gone back to PlantCon, I was really humbled and inspired to meet so many kind people, so many people that really encouraged me to be myself on my social media platform. Because at the end of the day, whenever you create content, just know that you need to make sure that you're creating content for yourself. And then if that content is something that resonates for some of the people that want to engage with it, that's really that's really all that matters, is what I'm trying to say. And I've really had to ground myself to realize that that the reason why I do plant content is, number one, to find something productive. You already know that I've shared this in the past, but with mental health, it is all about grounding yourself. I do suffer from OCD, and just having that routine of going here and filming plants, talking about plants, sharing my love for plants, and engaging with the plant foldy community, it's really helped with my wellness and mental well-being. So that's number one. And then number two, creating that shopping experience where maybe not everybody can go around and find plants. I know that some people say, well, Richie, you need to be supporting small businesses. Trust and believe, just because I do big box or plant shopping videos, it does not mean that I don't support small businesses. I always encourage people to shop small, but at the same time, if people are not as lucky to have small businesses and nurseries, although I will say Florida has some amazing small nurseries and businesses owned by families for generations, definitely shop that. But don't don't roast somebody because they want to buy these plants that I am picking up right here. I mean, look at these gorgeous new live trend hanging baskets. For instance, this is a philodendron hederaceum Brazil. You can see that they're using a lot of the pastel colors. And actually, speaking to somebody that was out in Florida, I mean, they kind of gave me some insight about just the care that the Live Trends company does in terms of the design. You know, they find people that are designers. They really put in a lot of thought process in the just the creation of some of these planters and the way they present their plants. And I appreciate that. I love the fact that seasonal relevance for plants is a must. I just feel like plants do enhance a space. And if you can add that certain level of style and grace and just seasonal relevance, I think that that makes it even more appealing for somebody that wants to pick up and buy plants. And I hope that more people will get into plants, but I do urge people, if you're going to buy plants, do your research on the plants. Know your budget, because I'll tell you, I could have spent a lot more money at PlantCon in Orlando last week, but I was very good about pre-ordering a lot of my plants from Art Garden Flower. Thank you so much to Ricky, my friend. If you aren't following him at Art Garden Flower, please follow him. He is an Indonesian-based nursery that was able to give me a lot of my plants that I was hoping for. And so that was really exciting. But in terms of going to a big box store, you can see right here, Urban Jungle has all of these ceramic hanging baskets. I would say if you're going to shop for plants, know the type of plant you're wanting to purchase. And then number two, do your research on the plant care tips. And then number three, set yourself a budget. It is so easy to spend a lot of money on plants. And I don't want to just dictate what somebody does with their finances, but for somebody that I would say I have a legitimate plant addiction where I can't stop buying plants, I can't stop getting into plant accessories. One way to kind of mitigate that addiction is also just having a budget and really having self-control. Like for instance, this planter here, I have been looking at for many months, more than a year actually, and I have yet to pull the plug on buying it. I just think that it would be such a beautiful plant. This is one of the instances where I don't mind having that texture because I love the ginkgo leaf. Now, maybe Lowe's might put that on clearance or on sale. Don't feel like you have to buy a plant that very day, because oftentimes a lot of the plants at Lowe's can get marked down, and depending on the health of the plant, you can get a really good deal for it. Now over here, I am going to be showing you some more of the Costa Farms plants. So this is the exotic angel line. This is another Hydra Helix. And this one right here, I believe, is the Patina English Ivy, or the correct way to say it is Hedera Helix. For my viewers that are just discovering my channel, especially for the ones that tuned into my PlantCom videos, I purposely mispronounce Hedera Helix as Hydra Helix because it is one of the plant foldy staples. I don't know why y'all want to count how many times I say it. I don't know why y'all like to say it the way I say it, but I do appreciate that you guys engage with that. But in terms of all of the Costa Farms plants, here's what I will say. If you want something that is a little bit more unique, a little bit more diverse, there are many different types of plants to pick from when it comes to Costa Farms. So they have different sizes of plants. So for the exotic angel line, they have the 3.5-inch starters as well as the 5-inch starters. So we're picking up some of the 5-inch starters, and you can see right here, this is another Hydra Helix. This one is for $8.98, and this is the wonderful Ivy. It looks like I might have missed a live premiere chat where the Plant Foldy community actually created the Hydra Helix Challenge 2025, where basically you are supposed to pick a Hedera Helix or English Ivy, and then mark the date that you purchased the plant, and then you're just going to count how long you are able to grow the plant. I think that is the Hydra Helix Challenge. So if you are going to do the Hydra Helix Challenge and you have social media, please tag me at Growfold and use the hashtag Hydra Helix Challenge 2025. I would love to see the Plant Foldy community really connect on social media like that. And to the person that actually is able to grow an English Ivy for a very long time, you are definitely going to be the winner, and you are definitely going to take the crown, because I have sent 14 English Ivy to Plant Heaven. I have yet to get any English Ivy in my collection, but I'm thinking about doing the Hydra Helix Challenge myself. So stay tuned for that. I may actually post my Hydra Helix Challenge on my Patreon. So I am excited about doing my Patreon page. I believe it's going to be my my handle at Growfold. So definitely take a look at that. Please leave me comments in the comment section about some of the extra footage that you would want as a Patreon member for Growfold. I'd really like to know that. But I'm even thinking that I might just do my face reveal on Patreon, because it's going to be definitely more exclusive. One thing I will put in my Patreon page is the fact that you will get to see a lot of my personal plants. I think I might do small mini tours on my Patreon page, houseplant tours on my Patreon page. So definitely take a look at that. But let me go back to the plants here. So as you can see, all of these Costa Farms plants, they come in 6-inch or 8-inch hanging baskets. This one is a Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil. That one is for $20.84. And then this is an Epipremnum pinnatum, Cebu Blue Pothos. Gotta love the Cebu Blue Pothos. Now, with any type of Epipremnum pinnatum, you want to make sure that you're providing it with quite a bit of bright light, number one. Otherwise, it's going to give you runners. And then number two, they're not as drought tolerant as, say, an Epipremnum aureum or a pothos plant. So make sure you stay on top of the watering, and you should have a beautiful Cebu Blue Pothos right over here. If you want to grow that up on a totem pole or a moss pole, the leaves will get larger and they will start to fenestrate, or what that means is it'll start to split its leaves. And I can't help But look at all of these gorgeous aglaonema. Like this is another aglaonema for $15.98. Self-watering planter by Costa Farms. And I am asking Costa Farms, look at the Greg Humbali hybrids. I repeat, look at the Greg Humbali aglaonema hybrids. Please do a search for that plant foldies, and you will see the beauty that aglaonemas can potentially bring to the plant world, the plant community. I have dubbed aglaonemas as the most underrated aeroid in the entire universe, and that was really highlighted at PlantCon 2025 because it's not anybody's fault. It's just that I think a lot of people are just not aware that that is a plant that is worthy of being collected, and I'm hoping to change that. And I'm hoping to change that by utilizing this platform to really get people interested in aglaonema, as well as using this platform on YouTube to get people excited about the Epipremnum aureum or this pothos plant, for instance. Why not go back to the basics? You know, it is a new year, new us, new me. I think that instead of us just going after the trending plants or going after the plants that everybody feels like they have to have in their plant collection, let's go back to the basics. You know, whenever you think about solving a problem in life or just in general, right? You look at going back to the basics. And for me, going back to the basics means let's get an easy to care for plant. Let's buy an easy care plant from Costa Farms at a big box store, for instance. That's going to be easy on your wallet and easy on your time and effort, and you're going to get more joy out of it. So I'm just going to keep picking up these plants right here. You can see Costa Farms has done something a little bit more unique by having combination planters of multiple plants. I think this is for $17.98 in a self-watering planter. So let's keep looking at some of these gorgeous plants by Costa Farms. Can we talk about the new self-watering planters that Costa Farms has pushed out? You can see that this one is a parlor palm for $15.98. The self-watering planter, though, look at how awesome it's going to be, or it is. I love that braided texture on it. And so for me, I'm not as big of a texture fan, but I do like the modern look of this particular planter, and I wouldn't mind adding that self-watering planter. And you can see right over here, plant foldies, $20.98. It's another Hydra Helix. or what you call a Hedera helix. That's the correct way to say it, but I'm going to say it the wrong way because it's fun to do that. And that one is an English ivy. This is the mini Adam English ivy. I would want to get some more English ivies, and honestly, with springtime coming around, I think I am going to do the Hedera helix challenge. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if you are already doing the Hedera helix challenge. Please use the hashtag Hedera helix challenge 2025. I would love to see photos, and I would just love to see all of that. And then you can see right over here, Syndapsis trubii moonlight. It's another Costa Farms trending tropical plant for $19.98 in a self-watering planter. And did you guys already see that Costa Farms has released the Monstera Burley Marks Flame as a trending tropical plant on their website? So if that is a wish list plant of yours, definitely go to costafarms.com and place your order. And I will say I missed going to the Costa Farms nursery tours. My flight to Orlando last Friday actually didn't make it until actually around noontime. And at that point, they've already gotten on a bus for that. So I'm hoping that someday I will be able to tour Costa Farms a little bit more closely, because that would be so interesting to see where all the magic happens. Because I mean, you can see right here, Costa Farms has a lot of plants at big box stores, and just meeting the team behind Costa Farms, huge advocate and support for Costa Farms. I know some people might have some of their own opinions about big box store plants. I will say that there is always a venue and an audience for everybody. I think that there is enough plant consumerism to where you can buy plants from Costa Farms and still buy plants from some small nurseries and local businesses. I mean, right over here, $120 if you're looking for a Ficus lyrata or a fiddle fig leaf tree. Beautiful plant, massive plant. And you know, my opinion about buying big plants is if you want that instant gratification, go for it. I've done it where I've actually bought a large foliage plants because I didn't really want to wait to grow it. I know that part of the growing process or journey is all about seeing your plants thrive and grow, but sometimes you just want them to be large. Like this one right here, this is another Calathea stella, and look at how gorgeous this is. Now this one looks super healthy, and it is so tempting. When I say it is so tempting to purchase this plant, I really want to buy it, but I just know after the millionth time about sending this plant to plant heaven, I cannot do it. Today, I am probably going to rescue this Aglaonema pink Siam for $19.98. I know that the manager or somebody that was actually marking some of these plants might actually mark this one down. We'll see if they do, and if they do, I'm going to buy this Costa Farms trending tropical plant, this Aglaonema pink Siam. And you know what? I've been doing a lot of semi-hydroponic conversions where I'm putting my plants in either Leca or Lechuza pond, but I am going to go back to the basics. And yes, I am going to talk about going back to the basics and actually planting my plants in a soil substrate. So I did want to shout out Classy Rabbit, which is basically an organic soil company out in McKinney, Texas. You definitely want to shop local, support local businesses. So please go to classyrabbit.com. I will be potting up all of my PlantCon plants in that soil substrate, which I'm super excited about. So we're going to actually see how effective that soil is going to be. It's super chunky. It's 100% organic, and it is from a small local business out in McKinney, Texas. So definitely check out Classy Rabbit. I'm so thankful that they are sponsoring me with some of that, and hopefully I can get more people excited about that specific soil substrate. So as you can see, plant foldies, I've got a lot of exciting news and things that I want to share. So I do want to say that a lot of my video for today is really just me talking to you directly. I know that you want to see the plant shopping video. I know you want me to talk about the plant care tips, but I've mentioned that a lot in a lot of my videos. I will say for this one, $15.98. Look at that juvenile Ficus lyrata and what it could be in a couple years. You know, with fiddle fig leaf trees, they need a lot of bright light. Make sure you stay on top of the watering as well. And you can see right here, Philodendron Birkin, beautiful plant, but take a look at this. That it is a new Costa Farms. planter. I love the fact that it has a new design, and I hope that Costa Farms continues to level up their planters. I do think that plants are trendy, but I think a lot of the trend also happens when you have them in specific planters, when you have them as decorative pieces like this one right here. I am wanting to buy this planter because I do love pink. Pink is one of my favorite colors, pink plants in general. $15.98. So we're going to go ahead and just keep looking at some of these new planters. I love the texture. I love that it's got that pastel pink, and a lot of it has to do with spring, Easter coming around the corner. Really love these delicate looking containers as well. And you can see right here, that is another philodendron Birkin. Like I've said with philodendron Birkin though, I think a lot of times the plant's variegation or whiteness is actually impacted by the amount of light you give it. So for those that are a little bit more familiar about this easy to care for plant, let me know in the comment section below. And I'm actually curious to see in the comment section, plant foldies, what current plant products are you buying and using? Do you use like Miracle-Gro fertilizer? Do you use We the Wild fertilizer? What soils do you use? I would highly suggest going to classyrabbit.com and checking out that soil fertilizer. And then you can see right here, Costa Farms again has pushed out some more Aglaonema. This one is an Aglaonema Frosted Ghost, which I will most likely buy today because I need one. I need one to be put in soil substrate. I really want to see about putting it in soil substrate using the Classy Rabbit soil. So let me know in the comment section if you are going to purchase from Classy Rabbit soil. That would be awesome. So classyrabbit.com, definitely check that out. And you can see right over here, there are just more Aglaonemas. I'm just going to keep walking around and picking up some more of these Costa Farms plants. Again, let's popularize Aglaonema. Let's popularize Aglaonema. Use the hashtag popularize Aglaonema. It is the best plant in the entire universe, in my humble opinion. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you think and if you've added some Aglaonema in your plant collection. These ones are by Costa Farms for only $15.98 in these new stylish planters. Plant foldies, they've got even more trending tropicals and more exotic angel hanging baskets by Costa Farms. This one is a Fittonia stripes. That one needs a little bit of water. It looks like it's a little bit dehydrated. And then we're just going to keep looking at these urban jungle planters, as well as this Dieffenbachia right here for $5.98. This one is another Costa Farms exotic angel plant. And if you'll notice at Lowe's, they actually have the wick system where they have a self-watering wick string that pulls up water if you put that plant in a self-watering planter. I really like that technology just because it really takes the guessing game of having to water plants. Now over here is another urban jungle plant right here. I love this exotic angel. I'm sorry, Syndapsis exotica for $24.98. Beautiful silver foliage leaves. Love the velvety textures. Syndapsis are a little bit slower growing than pothos plants, but needless to say, they're still a beautiful plant. And I love Love this planter here by Live Transplants. This one is a Monstera deliciosa juvenile form. Now let's not forget the green forms of Monstera deliciosa. I know I saw the Monstera Devil Monster, the most expensive plant in the entire world at PlantCon 2025. It was from Mike's Nursery, but let's not forget about the green Monstera deliciosa. That plant can bring you just as much joy. And you can see right here, gosh, I just love the look of Live Trend planters. You can see that pink one right there is gorgeous, and this one is a ficus ginseng plant. I really love the caudex or the trunk. And you know, as far as ficus, like I said again, for care tips, you really want to make sure that you're providing them with bright indirect light and make sure that you stay on top of the watering. And I'm just going to keep walking around and picking up these plants. Again, plant foldies. If you missed the big box or plant shopping videos, have no fear. I am very inspired to work even harder for our plant foldie community. All I ask is, like I said again, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. Watch my videos all the way through. Leave comments, and if you're able to share with others, I would love to see that as well. The next goal is to try to get to 13,000 Plant Foldie subscribers in 2 months. So by April, I'm hoping that we can reach that mark, but that is with the help of the entire Plant Foldie community. I would say out of all of the communities I see on social media, the Plant Foldies are amazing, because you know what? We have daily 1-hour plant shopping videos and we chat away. And I love the fact that I met so many of you all in person. You guys are amazing, and just keep that positivity and love going. Share your plant wins. Send me pictures of your plants. Send me questions on Instagram, all of that, because I love to engage with y'all. So anyways, you can see that we have some more bromeliads here. And a little tip, I ended up buying some bromeliads as well at PlantCon. So I'm very, very excited to show you my PlantCon haul. You'll see the process of me potting them up. You'll hear me talk about how I got them on an airplane, a domestic flight, and all of that. So stay tuned for those videos. And let's just keep looking at all of these plants that Costa Farms is pushing out to big box stores. And I know it sounds silly because I mentioned that I've fallen out of love of syngoniums, but as of late, the fact that I've kind of put more effort into taking care of my syngoniums, they are becoming more lush and full. And I did use that plant product called We the Wild Grow Concentrate, and it's really been giving them some amazing lush growth. I am starting to get back into syngoniums, and this one right here for $16.98 by Costa Farms is one that I've been eyeing. You know, syngoniums in general, they're very fast growers, which makes them very appealing, because I feel like as a plant lover or somebody that grows plants, we're always actively looking to see if there's new growth, new leaves unfurling. And so for me, syngoniums, the only thing that makes them a little bit more challenging is the fact that these plants are very thirsty plants. And so for me, if I'm able to put them in semi-hydro, for instance, where I can put them in leca and I can put them in self-watering, it makes it a little bit easier for me to maintain. But the ones that I have in soil have been doing very well for me. I do plan on taking some of them outside and growing my plants outdoors this spring. And I do want to ask anybody that actually grows indoor plants, do you take yours outside? And what type of results do you get by taking your plants outside? I've noticed that whenever I take my house plants outside, they are like on steroids in terms of their growth. They just grow a lot better in the shaded areas outside. Now, again, we're gonna go look at some of these Costa Farms plants. This one is a Syngonium milk confetti for $5.98. And I remember when Syngonium milk confetti was like super expensive. Now that they are more readily available at the big box stores, everybody can add that into their plant collection. And for me, sometimes plants, you need to have that accessibility. You need to have that accessibility to the point where you may not always have the big bucks to invest into, you know, a $200 plant. Part of plant growing and collecting is being able to have it available to the masses, and I do want to give credit to Costa Farms for being able to provide that. I mean, because then more people can get into the plant community, and for those that really do collect the rare aroids, they were always going to be available. They're always going to hold that price at some point, but I feel like even certain basic plants need to be a little bit more readily available, and that's the reason why whenever you go big box store plant shopping, you can save money. You can save money on your plants. There's less risk of sending them to plant heaven. And if you do, you don't have to worry so much about losing that monetary value that you put into purchasing the plant. Like this one right here, this Peperomia Ginny, highly recommend it. Beautiful plant, easy to care for plant. It actually performs more like a succulent where you don't have to water it nearly as much. And it is one that if you sun stress it, it's going to give you some beautiful coloration. Same thing with the Syngonium milk confetti. I feel like the lighting conditions really impact the speckling of pink on this particular Syngonium. If you have anybody that, if there's somebody watching this video and you have Syngoniums, let me know in the comment section what Syngoniums you like and what Costa Farms exotic angel plants have you bought. I'm actually thinking of doing like a plant budget where I just go into a big box store and do plant shopping for only exotic angel Costa Farms plants, and we'll see if I can keep them alive, if I can prevent them from going to plant heaven. Let me know in the comment section if that's the type of content you want to see. I'm thinking a lot of these more niche or specific plant content or videos are going to be put on my Patreon page. So plant foldies, I hope you guys can actually support me on my future endeavors in having a Patreon page. I definitely will put my Hydra Helix entry in my Patreon page. So if you want to see daily updates, videos of literally my English ivy, like this Hydra Helix, this Hedera Helix, wonderful ivy, I may end up doing that on my Patreon page. I'm just trying to figure out the graphics, how much the cost would be per tier, and just know that a lot of my content will always be free because I feel like free content is the best type of content. But if you are somebody that wants to support me on my future endeavors, I am going to have a little bit more merch and I'm going to have a little bit more on my Patreon page. This is becoming more of a, I wouldn't even say full-time gig because I will never leave my career. I think that is the reason why I had that stable income to be able to consume and purchase plants. But I do enjoy fostering and growing a plant community where it's very interactive. You can even see right here, I love just looking at these Costa Farms plants. I mean, the fact that they can produce these in the masses is crazy. And I just really wish I would be able to tour the Costa Farms location. You know, as far as Costa Farms, again, it is a huge team. There is a lot of effort that is created in growing these plants. And even when I went to the nursery tours, just know that all of these plants that we have in trays, like this Hydra Helix, takes time to grow these crops. And that's the reason why I hope that the majority of these plants will be bought out, because it took a while for these plants to grow. Like this Philodendron hederaceum, just a green form. Love the look of this plant. This is a plant that I definitely need in my plant collection. I don't mind having multiples of these. And that's the thing about pothos plants. I'm on that era where I literally just want to grow easy care plants. And I definitely want to just collect Aglaonema exclusively. And I'm so excited that I'm actually going to be able to show you my collection soon. And then you can see here is another Hydra Helix. This one is for $8.98, and this is the Florida English ivy. So what I like about the Florida English ivy is it has a really interesting point on the leaves. The shape of the leaves is really nice, and it looks like it would grow pretty fast. Another update, I do think I might have a Hydra helix in my my backyard. I know that I had a couple growing outdoors in a pot, and for some reason I was told that these plants might have survived the really cold winter that Dallas had. So we'll see if they do. That might just be part of my Hydra helix challenge entry. And then you can see right here my Janet Craig compacta, beautiful plant, $8.98. And then we also have another Dracaena warneckii for $5.98. Please buy this plant. Please buy yourself a Dracaena. You need a Dracaena. I need to influence you into buying these easy to care for, underrated plants. Plant foldies, can you tell that I am all about the underdog plants? I'm all about the pothos plants. I'm definitely all about the Aglaonema. And so for me, hopefully you guys will follow suit on that, and you can just see that there's so many plants that Costa Farms provides for us, and that is why big box store plant shopping is where it's at times, and I say that as a keyword, but also make sure you are supporting your small businesses as well. Like I said, again, there is enough plant consumption for all of us. It is a huge plant community, but right now I am going to be highlighting a lot of these Costa Farms plants. Very interested to see what new varieties of plants that they have. I hope that Costa Farms will really look into adding more Aglaonema. I mentioned to the team about feedback. If they want to differentiate themselves, they need to try to create their own trends, which means go ahead and get plants that not maybe everybody's about, and then maybe that that new variety of Aglaonema might create that. So we'll see. As far as crotons, love this croton. I am so thankful that I will be getting some rare crotons from Blue Moon Tropicals. Thank you so much for offering the beautiful croton fireworks. I am confident that I'll be able to grow some crotons because it is springtime. I'll be able to grow these plants outdoors in full sun, and they're gonna love it. But let me know in the comment section, plant foldies again, which exotic angel plants that you like from Costa Farms. And as I complete this video today, just really happy to see that, you know, all of the magic that is created by Costa Farms is really through hard work. And you can even see here, this is another beautiful hanging basket of some type of fern. Know that I'm going to be back to regular programming. So lots of big box store plant shopping videos. With spring around the corner, you already know that we're going to get a lot of plant restocks, and I am going to have so much more content. The cat is out of the bag. I will be creating a Patreon page and maybe a YouTube membership as well for more exclusive, more in-depth, more personalized content. So we'll see what that all looks like for you. As you can see right here, I am showing you some of these really cool planters here. I really love the texture of this particular one as well. This one is a self-watering planter that you can take one of the Costa Farms wick plants and put them in there as a self-watering planter. And I love that this is pretty exclusive to Lowe's. And then you can see right here even more Costa Farms plants. This is another Hydra helix, or your Hedera helix. Hopefully I haven't scared any of you guys away. I just love shouting Hydra helix. It kind of reminds me of that old anime, classic anime Sailor Moon, where they like shout those powers. So like moon prism power, makeup, or something like that. I know I'm a big dork, but that's just me sharing a little bit more of my personality with you guys. You already know I'm still gonna stay faceless, and that is okay. I love staying faceless, but if you want to meet me in person, you already know I am just like a regular human being. The only thing is I have really set boundaries, very clear boundaries of what I want to share on social media and what is going to stay within my daily personal life. And I think, you know, for those that have actually commended me for that, thank you for your support and for understanding. It's not that I'm trying to hide anything. It's literally sometimes we have to set boundaries on social media. Sometimes people overshare too many things. And when you think about it, once you post it on social media, it's there forever. You might be able to delete the post, but it's there somewhere floating around. I know I've been doing a lot of talking about other things aside from plants, you'll have to excuse me, but you know, the whole plant con 2025 experience has really gotten me on a high in terms of just plants, my insights about plants, and just my new renewed inspiration to get you even more content. And that's the reason why I really think that launching a Patreon page with more exclusive, more in-depth, more consistent content, although I would say doing daily 1-hour plant shopping videos is pretty consistent, but if you want to see what I am posting like every hour of the day, then Patreon is going to definitely be for you. And definitely want to see my Hydra Helix updates as well, because I will be buying a Costa Farms English Ivy. What better way to do it than to do the Hydra Helix challenge by buying a Costa Farms English Ivy? And again, I did want to say thank you to Costa Farms for choosing me to be a winner for that Manjula Pothos hanging basket mother plant. That is amazing. That is iconic. And you will see that in my Plant Con plant haul tour. And you can just see right here, I'm picking up just a couple more of these exotic angel plants, and then I will end this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this big box or plant shopping video, and you've learned a little bit about easy care plant tips, insights about the current plant pricing, and just updates about the plant community at the Grow Fold channel. It's just fun. It is a beautiful Monday, and hopefully we are going to only have good vibes only. That is going to be another tagline at the Plant Foldy community, is good vibes only. Stomp the negativity. We are not going to tolerate negative comments, and you know, all of that is because you guys allow this community to stay positive and not to have any type of toxicity around it. So if you want a safe space where you love plants, if you want to chat with us during a live premiere chat, if you want to open up a dialogue in the comment section, feel free to do so, because the Plant Foldies are the best viewers, followers, subscribers anybody could ask, and I am just super thankful for that. And you can see right over here, plant foldies. We just have so many exotic angel Costa Farms plants. And then now I'm going to spin around here and just show you some more of the orchids. So it looks like, you know, Lowe's always carries these orchids. So we have dendrobium orchids. We've got phalaenopsis orchids. We've got lots of different flowering orchids. Some of these are out of bloom, and we have a bunch of these bromeliads right over here. I'm going to pan around and show you this. This is another beautiful Fittonia stripes. I love that as well. So this is really a nice looking Fittonia. Now with Fittonias, you just need to make sure you stay on top of the watering. They do not like to stay in drought for too long. So consistent watering is key for the Fittonia. They make really good terrarium plants, and that's something I want to get into, is creating terrariums. There's just so many things that I want to plan on, but I just feel like there's just never enough time in the day. I don't know if you ever feel that way as well when it comes to just your daily hobbies, things that you really want to accomplish. Even on my weekends off, I feel like I'm constantly moving around. Someday I would hope to just lay around and bum around. And you can see right over here, this gorgeous Alocasia cuprea, beautiful plant, self-watering planter, and I love the fact that Live Trends has this available. So if you're looking for a niche, very slick looking plant, this is a beautiful Alocasia. Now with Alocasias, again, they tend to be a little bit of finicky plants. Make sure you have higher humidity levels. Make sure you are spraying them down with neem oil to prevent spider mites, because they can be spider mite magnets. Otherwise, what a gorgeous looking plant. I love it. And just that purple alone is just stunning to me, or at least I feel like it's stunning. And you know, it's one that, as far as Alocasias, this is considered a jewel Alocasia. It doesn't get too big, but it's still a beautiful plant regardless. And you know, this end cap right here is are a bunch of Live Trends plants. You will often see that at Lowe's, just having Live Trends plants, and you can see all of the gorgeous plants that they have available here. So I'm just gonna pin around and just keep picking up some plants. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Live Trends plants. These ones are only for $14.98, and I am a huge fan of their planters, their self-watering planters, and all of the new seasonally relevant plants that they have available at big box stores. See right over here, beautiful philodendron heteroraceum neon. Love that color. You already know I love my yellow foliage plants. This is amazing, and it's one that I would highly recommend as well, adding into your plant collection, because it's an easy to care for plant. It is a showstopper, and guess what? It's priced effectively, and it is often found at a big box store. So find those basic common plants, because that's the kind of plants I would recommend, especially for somebody that's starting out a plant collection. And you can see right here another red Marantha by Live Trends Designs. And Live Trends, again, I can't say how beautiful their planters are. And as far as the Live Trends Design, let's just say that if you buy them, you will definitely have a very instant stylistic look. And this isn't a Grow Folds Plant Foldy plant shopping video unless I show you my favorite pothos, which is a neon pothos. And this one, again, I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. I'm actually chopping up a lot of my pothos plants because I am in the mood to propagate a bunch of pothos plants again and to create a forest. I may end up sharing those plants, and that's another way of saving money when it comes to plants, is plant propagations that you can sell or share with others. Thank you to those that have sent me some plant gifts. I really appreciate it. I will be doing a separate video for all the kindness the plant foldies have had. And for those that have actually sent super stickers, super thanks, that monetary tip, you guys know who you are. I did want to shout out Trish for doing that, Angelique for doing that as well, and House of Love for doing that. That really has helped me out with my PlantCon travel expenses and just for some of the equipment that I've put into creating this content. But as you can see right here, before I end this video, I definitely wanted to show you a little bit more plants on Live Trends and Urban Jungle as well. So I hope plant foldies, you guys have enjoyed the plant shopping that I did today. It is nice to be able to do big box store plant shopping videos again to really highlight all of the care tips for these easy care for plants, as well as ways to save money on your finances when it comes to plants. Like I said, again, always look for those clearance plants, look through plant propagations, compare and contrast what the current plant pricing is. And then as far as what's exciting, Costa Farms has got some new planters in. If you like what you saw today, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself, as well as subscribing to my YouTube channel at Grow Folds with all the notification bell on. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.